There's worse. There's worse stuff.
Yeah, exactly. It's a necessity, isn't it? Apologies, I'm going to say apologies to Jenny. Jen, my camera lens needs cleaning, so I'm probably all very fuzzy, but hopefully you can see me. My camera keeps saying, clean your lens. It's always got like massage things. But Jenny's asked for some stuff on hips, so hip flexors. So we'll do some nice hip kind of mobilisation and some nice we'll do some strengthening, but a lot of like hip stretches. So we'll keep our shoulders down. And let's come up for 10 and lower, and 9 and lower, 8, gently drawing in that navel, bringing in your breath, 3 more, 2, on your last one try and hold it up, hold it. And back to the heart, and relax. Well done. Let's do our little lymph one. So out, in, across. Oh, I've done it wrong myself. Hang on. Out, in, out, over. Yeah.
Oh God. Start again.
So you bring the elbows back across the body, back and over. So really good. Pumping that lymph system, warding off all the little illnesses that are going around. A lot of COVID around apparently.
Oh no.
Yeah. 4 more. Last. And well done. Morning Angela, we've only just started home. And then take a big circle round. Is everyone warm or too? It's quite warm. I'm quite warm, but I don't know if it's just me. I had a couple of glasses of wine last night, like that.
Yeah, me too.
And we went to that Saku. If you've not been, guys, it's really good. It's a wardrobe. It's like you order on your iPad. So it's all you can eat, but on a Sunday to Thursday it's 30% off, so it's a lot of, there is a lot of meat actually. There's like loads of like, steak and teppanyaki prawns, teppanyaki chicken, loads and loads of sushi obviously. But what took Sophie, my stepdaughter and her fiance, they love Japanese food, and oh my God, Joe ate so much, he was sick.
Oh no!
Like, just slow down.
Just getting over it.
Yeah. Oh dear. And 5. Had this sashimi salmon. Oh, it was divine. It's really nice. And if you go, like I say, Sunday to Thursday, I think it's normally £38, which is still pretty good because it's beautiful food. So I think it goes out to about 28.
Oh.
Mine's was 7, so we've still spent 3.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's that many.
3, 2, and 1. Well done. And then take that foot. Oh, just my feet are a bit hot. So we're just going to do that nice little. So just do the hip first, and round just for the joints. And 3, and 4, and 5. 5 the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll do a little bit of strength work for the hips and the legs, but then we'll do a really nice hip flexor stretch. So gently down and back up. And 2, and 3. Need a bit of WD-40.
Oh,
And 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll do a nice calf stretch first, so heel towards the floor. Jen's calves were so tight, you see she's really suffering a bit with plantar fasciitis. So it's just,
she's had it before, hasn't she?
yeah, I didn't realise how tight my calves were until we started doing this, because she's playing a lot of tennis, so she's running a bit on her toes and stuff. And then just bring that back leg even longer. And then just bring it all the way to the floor. Not ideal on the pelvis, but you've got a double mat, so it shouldn't be too. And just tuck the tailbone. Oh, it feels good though. Bend it over. I'm teaching this new class on a Wednesday, the 5 runners, always funny. When the new guy came on, he's like, oh, what's wrong? Why can't I move? I'm so stiff. Oh my God, this is the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. It will really forget how stiff some people are. And then just up again if you can, if you've got the strength.
entirely sure.
The other side, don't worry, if you're struggling. And then just, I think I've done the right one. Yeah. Yeah, mobilise. And mobilise. I'm sure I'm not doing the same.
We're going on Saturday. Have either of you been to this Sheepscar Bar and Grill?
5 the other way? No.
Oh no, so I've only just heard about it.
Oh, is that the one that's literally in Sheepscar?
Yeah, it's not in the nicest
Not in the
place.
nicest area, but Simon over the road went. He said it's really good.
Amazing, apparently.
Yeah. And then down. It's all, even though it's not in a great place, it's all kind of got little fairy lights and stuff.
Well, if you look at the pictures on the website, it looks really nice.
Yeah.
But it's all Indian.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, it is.
But they even do like Indian pizzas.
3, wow.
And things as well.
2, and 1. Very nice.
I know.
And push the heel down.
And very reasonable as well. I think it's about, she was saying they were getting main courses, like big main courses for like 13 quid.
Yeah, that is
Okay.
good.
And
That's good.
yeah.
Yeah, because eating out's so expensive, isn't it?
It is.
So silly. And then just bring it all the way down, flatten that foot, reach up, tuck the tailbone, just notice how tight the hip flexors might be. This right side's nowhere near as tight as my left. And we can come over into a little bit of a lateral. And then take both hands to the floor just to bring that other leg back. And we won't be on our knees for too long, but just take a nice 4 slow cow to cat. So take a breath in. And then exhale as we start rounding. And 3 more. So we'll all do lots and lots of lovely mobility work today. Walk into the weekend feeling refreshed. 2 more. And more slow. And then do it nice and quick. So inhale into cow, exhale into cow. Keep that flow. Last one. Beautiful, and then come straight into a downward dog. Let the head hang towards the chest. Just take the right heel down, hold that deep stretch through the calf. Last one. The other side. Last one. And then soften both knees. Walk your hands back to your feet. Nice soft knee and gently, gently up. Hey, well done. I'm going to just open this a bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just a bit of air. And then let's just do 4 pelvic circles. in one direction, 4 in the other, and then we'll do a little bit of balance work. Three, 2, and 1. Don't quite know what to do with it, I don't think today, is it? And then just bring it up. So, we're going to do a little bit of work through the shoulders. So we're just going to keep our gaze facing forward and then just bring our hands up towards as far as we can up to the ceiling. Take a big inhale at the top. Out, breath centre. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. And then take your thumb and your next finger together and then try and kind of bring the other 3 together as well. And then we're just going to squeeze the scapula, and then bring it in. Four, 3, yeah, we've been on it a while. 2, and 1. Beautiful. And then take that foot over the other one, bring the hips back, the weight forward as we gently start coming down. Letting the head just hang. Take a breath in through the nose. Out through the mouth. And again. Last one, breath in. And slowly restacking that spine back up. Bone by bone. Beautiful. Let's come to the other side. So again, we're going to take it up. Spread the toes. Push your big toe into the mat to stop that foot from laterally tilting. This is always harder for me. Hold. And we're going to take our arms out this time. Widen the fingers. And then make a fist. And then out. Fist. And out. Just take 4 up. This leg's burning. And rest. Beautiful. Take it over into that IT band. So chin to chest, hips back, weight folding forwards. Letting the sit bones in the bum reach up to the ceiling. Roll down should feel quite a bit easy because we've done cow to cat. Take a breath in and out. In and out. 2 more breaths. Last one, breath in, and gently up. Beautiful. So any circling action is really good for that joint health. So we're just going to do, you used to do this age in first arena, remember this. So we're just going to take a little step touch. Then we're going to take one arm out and imagine a figure of 8 on each side. And we're just going to let you conduct to a great orchestra. Well, I don't know if you conduct like this. And this time. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then the other side. And again, just notice this one shoulder joint feel like it's a little bit easier. 3, for 2, for 1. Let's have a little bit of fun now. Let's do this. So again, all pumping kind of actions, but really, really good for the lymph system, which seems up to this since I'm going for a mammogram. 3, 2, 1, and again. Oh, you're so lucky, Paul. Remember to what?
Remember to take paracetamol before you go.
Oh, really?
Good couple.
Definitely.
Oh,
I've had 2. They called me early for one, just as
one.
a test.
yeah, they did me actually.
And
Yeah.
I didn't. And then the second time I did, and it definitely wasn't as bad.
Ah, right, okay. I don't mind a bit of pain. I'm just like, do you know what it is? It's just when they go, sorry, Paul, this is probably a bit too much information, but when they're like, just a bit to the right, a bit to the left, just squash it a bit further. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful, well done. So let's just do another little bit more. I'm just keeping hips in mind the whole time today. So we'll do some nice grab hold or something, because it's not about balance this, it's just about joints. So just circle that ankle joint, and again, is it clicking? Does it feel a bit tender the other way? Does it move beautifully? Does it feel stiff? And then pendulum the hip. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then circle it. Circle 2, circle 3, circle back. 3, 2, 1, and then pendulum. A bit like you see the footballers doing before a warm up. The Euros start soon, don't they? I'm disappearing on that day this start. 3, 2, my house will be just a hive of football.
Yeah. Well, this weekend as well. There's a lot going on this weekend.
Is there?
The FA Cup.
Oh, is it
final
this week?
tomorrow?
Is it?
And then it's the playoff final, and Leeds United are in the playoff final on Sunday.
Oh, yes, so they'll be. Oh, lovely. I quite like it when there's loads of football. It means I can just
Get peace.
be on myself by myself.
And watch what you want on the other telly.
Yeah. I'll tidy my wardrobes. And then circle, circle 2, circle 1, circle back, 3. Oh gosh, I've actually booked lunch on Sunday. La Palmera, taking my mum for lunch with Finn, but the other 2 were coming as well.
What time are you going?
Have to. What time?
3 o'clock kick off, I think.
Oh, Martin won't be happy. 3. Although we just love food as well.
You might have it on, you never know.
1. Well done. And then just do that hip flexor stretch. So just pull it in. He doesn't have to come, does he, if he wants to watch footy? Save me a bit of money. Not that he's a Leeds fan, but he will want to. And then just see if you can pull it up a little bit more. Again, hold on to it if you want. It's not about, like I said, balance, particularly this one. It's more about stretching. So I think I've got really good mobile hips, but this is, I can really feel that pull.
Should I be bending forward? Because I feel like I am.
It doesn't matter. Yeah.
Does it not matter?
I mean, you want to kind of tuck your tailbone a little bit, and that increases it even more.
Right.
Oh yeah, right. And then the other side, I'll just move this direction. So again, so if you're really tight, just standing's fine, but if you want to really intensely to kind of feel it, tuck your tailbone or just pull it even further up. And relax, well done, and we'll just do one more roll down, but we'll take it down to the floor. So chin to chest, hips back, and just gently, gently down. but just, I know we've been on wrists a little bit already, but I just want to, there's two ways you can do this. So obviously if the hips get tight, you want to work the bum. So when you work the back of the legs, obviously the front of the legs will lengthen. So you can do it on 4-point kneeling, but if you've had enough on wrists, I mean wrists is good obviously for bone density, then you can do it on the floor like this. I might do it on the floor today actually. You can push your pubic bone into the mat. Imagine something hot on the mat and draw the belly in. And you just lengthen one leg and you just squeeze as you lift. So you don't want to bring your hips away from the mat. It's not about lifting high. You want to try and keep your pelvis still, but you're just lifting. You should feel your butt cheeks start firing up. Yeah, so lift and lower, lift and lower. Yeah, keep the tummy drawn in, lift, lower. Or you can do it on 4-point kneeling. If you are on your wrist, just make sure that you are not letting your breastbone drop. So push the mat away. And for 10, for 9, for 8, 7, 6, 5. Can you feel your bum there? Yeah. 3, squeeze, 2, and 1. And if you put your hand on your butt, it should feel like steel. And then bring it back in again, just to lengthen out. Beautiful. The other side. So again, I always think about pushing your pubic bone down. Imagine something hot on the mat. You're drawing your navel away from it. Lengthen the leg as much as you can. Point the foot. Keep the hips down. You're just lifting and squeezing. So obviously the knee comes away and kind of just onto the top of the thigh, just to keep the hips bones on the floor. So I don't pelvically tilt if you can help it. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. My right butt cheek is obviously a lot stronger than my left. I really felt my left. I didn't feel my right much, and then pull in. Finley's last, well obviously he's got 2 weeks of exams, but it's his official last day at school today.
Oh my word.
Yes, they're all going to the park.
Oh.
Have they got an exam this morning?
No, he hasn't got one today. Last one
Oh,
was
it's quite
yesterday.
nice on a
Yeah,
Friday,
really
yeah.
nice, yeah. But they're all having a big sleepover at one of his friends, but he can't, he's working tomorrow, is it? So isn't it?
Oh, is it?
So, yeah. So I said, you can go, darling, but you need to be, I'm going to have to pick you up.
Oh.
And gently just have a little rock side to side. Side to side. And while we're on our tummies, because we live in a world of rounded shoulders, let's do some prone work. So take your palms into the seams of your trousers and then really elongate your fingers. So really try, almost like you're trying to push your fingers down to your feet. And then push your pubic bone down again. Imagine an A4 piece of paper can slide underneath the tummy. So just draw the navel away from that imaginary hot mat. And then keep your neck nice and long. We're just lifting our forehead and our chest away. It's not about lifting high, this, guys. And then let's take both arms out to capital T. Hold. And then back to centre. Keep drawing the belly in, that will protect the back. And again. And back. And again. And back. Nice long neck, eyes down, and again. Back. One more. Back and lower. Just always have a little squeeze because it's about the upper back, but sometimes it can feel a little bit discomfort in the lower. Let's start again. Push the pubic bone down into the mat. Slide your fingertips down towards your feet. Draw that navel into spine, away from the mat. Lift your head, lift your chest. Take your arms out, hold them there, and then just do some circles. So really elongate, so opposite hands away from each other. Neck nice and long. Circle back. Squeeze your glutes if you feel you need a little bit more protection. And 2, 1, bring them back in. Lower back down. Again, have a nice little rock. And then just bring your hands into like cactus. So you only notice how tight people are when they can't do this move. So push your pubic bone down, draw the belly in. Just lift your head and your forehead. Your head and your forehead. Lift your forehead and your chest, and then see if you can lift your arms as well. Some people really struggle with that. If you can, beautiful. Bring the elbows down towards the waist. Just hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done, and then just push yourself away into either a closed child's pose where the knees are together, or you can take the knees out wide and the big toes together. Just take some really lovely restful breaths. Last one. Beautiful, well done. Let's come onto our backs. So let's take our ball. So bridge is good for obviously lengthening through the hip flexors bit. So we're just going to take the ball in between our inner thighs. Hopefully you'll feel that length through the collarbones. Pushing the feet into the mat. Take a breath in. And then gently roll the lower back into the mat. Start peeling your spine away, bone by bone. Sending the knees forward, the hips are high. And then we're just going to try and just slightly elevate the right hip bone and then back to centre. Does that make sense? You're just kind of rocking it. And at the same time as you kind of take the right hip bone up, you lengthen in that right knee forward. Really good for the psoas hip flexor stretch. And then the other way. You can squeeze your glutes if you feel you need it for the back. Make a little rocking action. 2, 1. Take a breath in. Close your eyes and gently come back down. Bone by bone. Nice and slowly. Keep your eyes closed, take a breath in. Really push your feet firmly into the mat. Roll your back into imprint and start bringing your spine away. And we're just going to hold, and we're just going to tuck the tailbone. And then just bring your right arm backwards without letting your ribs come with you. So take your arm back, just to get a bit of strength and balance. Back down. The other way. Take a breath in. And slowly, slowly lower. That's all we're going to do in bridge. Just cross your ankles together and bring your knees into chest. A lovely roll around. Roll back the other way. And let's just do a little bit of chest lift. So take the feet. So the feet would be about here in bridge. So we're going to walk them away a little bit. Yeah? So that you're probably automatically in neutral anyway now, but just give yourself your little pelvic tilt forwards and backwards. So squashing an imaginary great as you bring the lower back to the mat, and then releasing it as you come forward, and then find that neutral spine. We want the rib cage in and down, so close together. Bring our hands underneath our head. It's a small move, but if you do it right, you should really feel the core. So draw the navel in towards the spine. Lift up a little bit, and I want you to just lift the head away and a tiny bit through the upper back. And I want you to come back to this position, not to the floor. And we're going to lift higher. Lift without squishing that imaginary grip. And then lower. So keep the ribs closed. Out breath up. In breath down. And again. Elbows wide, let the hands protect the head or the neck. Good. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, tiny little move, and 1. Well done. Just bring the head back down. Lengthen your left leg, take your left hand to the outside of the right thigh, and just have a little rock in and out. Just notice how tender that lower back can feel. Just in and out. Little rock in action. And then all the way over. Take a beautiful inhale through the nose. Out through the mouth. In. Out. 2 more. Last one. And then gently back, and then just take that foot on the knee, just to see if your glutes feel tight. We've not really done much glute work. We've done a little bit when we were in prone, but you'll notice a difference that if you've been doing loads of side leg, this would feel tighter. If it's already feeling quite tight, then just make sure you do glute stretches daily. And again, just circle that underneath ankle, circle back, and gently down, and just, left side first, so just opposite leg comes into tabletop, opposite hand to the outside, and just bring it in and out. And again, notice, it's not unusual to be very different on each side, so my right side is always tighter than my left, probably because I use it a lot more. And so it's just nice to floss first, and then bring it all the way. Take a breath in and out. Beautiful. Back to centre, and then just take that foot again on, and then just push the knee away. You can have a little again, a little kind of rock. And again, notice if one side's tighter than the other. Good, beautiful. So we're going to do a little bit more core. The hip flexors, Jen, when I send you this home, the hip flexors will be working quite a bit in this, but we want to kind of strengthen it. We'll make sure we do a nice stretch after. So what I want you to do is bring your legs into tabletop, but I really want you to flex your feet. You can keep head and shoulders down if you want, or you can lift up slightly, but make sure your elbows are wide. Draw the belly in, really strong core. Quite quick, inhale, exhale. Almost like you're driving your heel forward. the other way. And bring your feet really wide off the mat. So again, a really gentle, well it should be gentle unless you're very, very tight. We're just going to internally rotate the right hip, the right foot, and the knee follows. And ideally you want the knee to touch the ground or as near to the ground as possible. My right one does, my left one doesn't, and that's because my right hip's more mobile because my hammies are tight on that side. And just take a breath in. And back to centre, and again just notice if we're different on one side. So my left one nearly gets there but not quite, you might be different. But if you kind of put your hand on your hip bone, you'll feel it's just stretching out through. We've got a really big kind of the psoas muscle that kind of links the upper and lower bodies. It's really nice for that. And then gently back to centre. And let's grab hold of, I don't know if I gave a band out this morning, did I? Oh, yeah, I did. So grab hold of your band, guys, and let's do our pelvic stability and hip flexor to kind of probably take us to finish this, guys. So draw the belly in, make sure you're in neutral. So neutral, remember there's that little gap underneath the lumbar spine, the ribs are firmly on the mat. And we're just going to take the band actually in the opposite hand. So I don't want you to bring the legs so far up that your back starts to go into imprint. And I don't want you to bring your legs so far down that you start going out of neutral. So keep your neutral spine. We take the leg to the side, the bum keeps on the mat, the hips do not move. So they don't go east to west or, three to nine, And then just gently round. So the idea of single leg circle is you keep very, very stable. It's not about doing the biggest circle you can. It's about doing as big a circle as you can whilst keeping in neutral. So if that's a very small circle, that's absolutely fine. Just do two more, we'll just do that direction. Good. And then take that leg all the way out to the side. Don't lift the opposite butt cheek though. So you're just taking the leg out into that. So abducting the leg away into that inner thigh stretch. Should feel quite nice, not too tight hopefully. You can use the band to bring it a little bit further towards your, kind of bringing the leg up towards the shoulder. Take a breath in. Good, soften the knee to bring it back to centre. You can keep the knee slightly soft if you want and just turn the foot in, anchor it in, anchor it out, anchor it in, anchor it out. And again, notice you might be fine, but some people carry a lot of lateral kind of foot. So it's just stretching out and working through the ankle area. And then just flex and point the foot. Flex and point. Flex and point. And then bring that leg across the midline. Again, it shouldn't feel too bad this because we've done a little bit of kind of flossing on the other side. Before. So if you want to bring it all the way, you can turn your head in the opposite direction. Take a beautiful inhale through the nose, out through the mouth, in, and back to centre. Well done. Bring the foot again. So don't be tempted to bring it right up here. You want the leg nice and straight but in neutral spine. Take the band in the opposite hand. Imagine to stay nice, anchoring your hips to the floor. Take the leg out. I don't have as much control on this side. I have to really, really draw my belly in. really think about my car. Out breath. So we're not rocking east to west with the hips or north to south with the pubic bone and the belly button. 3 more. If you do this before you kind of stretch your hip flexors out, it can feel very tight through the hips. And then hold. And then again, anchor the foot in and out. So that inversion, eversion of the ankle joint again. Can feel there. This is the one that I love. It keeps I used to get a lot of lateral pain in the foot. And then flex and point. Flex, point, flex, point. And then take it out into abduction. So abduct that leg away from the body. Take a breath in. Again, I can't abduct this quite as far as the other, and then bring it back in, anchor the foot in, and then just gently floss it first, in and out, in and out, in and out, and then bring it all the way over. Take a beautiful inhale through the nose, out through the mouth, in, out, last one, and bring it back in, well done, and then over onto your front, and just take one final cow, one final cat, and then walk yourself into a plank, and then take the hips up nice and high and keep walking the hands back to the feet and gently, gently up. Oh, and thank you guys. Hopefully you'll feel a little bit more open.
What you feel?
Don't worry about it, it's fine. Oh yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
Thanks,
no,
darling. Thanks, lovelies.
Thank you.
See you later, babe. See you good. Bye, lovely. Bye. La la la. Hopefully I'll get parked at Jimmy's. Oh,
yeah,
I shouldn't I? Oops.